Welcome back to another episode of Cheezy Reacts, where I take a look at the latest viral clips and react to them. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please consider doing so. I'm going to try to upload on a weekly basis, and all support is greatly appreciated. Alright, so something crazy just happened in the Twitch scene, or should I say the Kick scene in this case. There's been a lot going on this week, and if you haven't checked out what's going on with TwitchCon and Emeru, click the top right now to kind of get a rundown of what's going on there. But on the other side of the world in India, the streamer Sam Pepper just did something absolutely diabolical. Take a look.
Oh my god! Headshot! Bro! That's
Alright, so I had to blur it out a little bit, but as you can see, he shot a firework straight at a group of people, and he actually ended up hitting a little girl in the face. Horrible, horrible scene, and he's laughing and cheering about it, and we'll get to his reaction to hearing the news very soon. But first off, who exactly is Sam Pepper? So he was a prankster back in the day, back in 2014, 2015, when the rise of prank YouTubers was kind of happening. He was one of the ones that was doing some controversial and allegedly inappropriate things. He was touching women in a certain way in his videos. A lot of people didn't like that, and there was a lot of backlash. But it was around that time that he did probably one of the most diabolical pranks you could do, which is the simulated unaliving of a friend. So he orchestrated this plan where him and a friend kind of snuck up on their other friend with masks on, grabbed him, put a bag over his head, put him in a car, took him on a roof, and once he was tied up here, again, the victim had no idea that this was fake or anything like that, so they simulated ending his friend in front of him, and the reaction, everything's real, and he definitely got a bunch of backlash for this. So he was really banned on a lot of different platforms, and now he's streaming on Kick. So which brings us to today, which is what you want to hear about. So he's been streaming these past couple days in India, you know, talking with the locals and stuff like that, doing his usual thing. He's rather obnoxious in terms of how he speaks and stuff, and I've never really watched much of his content, but I saw this video and I was absolutely floored by what I saw, especially his reaction. So like I said, he shoots his firework, hits this person straight in the eye, and unfortunately it happens that this girl that he actually ended up hitting with the firework may not have an eye anymore, which is absolutely disturbing in a lot of ways and so messed up. And this is what his reaction was when a local told him this news.
I think they're actually one eye husband.
No.
Yeah, seriously. I'm not joking.
Okay, never mind.
No,
But they were firing at us as well. I just
They shoot
play
me.
with them.
You're just playing.
It was
Never
accident.
mind,
Like I
you're just
didn't
playing.
think we actually hit.
So whether you like this guy or not, it's actually insane that this is his reaction. It's like, oh, they were shooting back, they were shooting first, yada yada yada. That's an insane deflection and a horrible response. Where's the empathy? Where's the sympathy for what just happened? You may have just made a girl blind for the rest of her life because you were doing such a stupid move by aiming a firework straight at somebody. And it was a group over there, you know? Now, obviously you didn't mean to do that, but in what circumstance are you grabbing a firework and pointing it straight at a group of people and then celebrating that they hit somebody in the head? Like, you aren't shooting a Nerf gun. This is actually a firework, like explosives, basically. It's a projectile. It's gonna do damage, especially when it's going so fast in somebody's direction. So to act like this was just whatever is insane. And to totally back it off like, oh yeah, you know, they started it. And again, this is what the guy is alleging to him. I don't know. I don't have any proof. I don't want to make any claims. But that is one of the locals is telling him. So whether that be true or not, which I assume it is, I don't know why somebody would just say that, but you never know. You know, I'm not there, I didn't see the evidence, but regardless, the reaction is truly disgusting. So I don't know what's going to happen from here on out. I don't know if they're going to ban him from the platform. I don't know if something's going to happen. Who knows? I think there should be, if what that guy says is true and he actually ended up doing damage to a girl or whoever, then there definitely should be some kind of consequence for that. I'd imagine that he would also agree with that. He'd understand as to why that is the case. Quick update after the fact I recorded this video. Sandpepper actually made a X post saying that was in India tonight with another big group firing small firecrackers back and forth at each other. Seems stupid now I'm writing this, but one of the group on the other side got hit by a cracker, a shot, and got a cut above their eyebrow. I feel terrible. We sent someone with them to get them checked out and made sure all costs were paid. They got a paper stitch and are now back home. So apparently the man who told him that the person had lost their eye was actually being dramatic. His words, not mine. Sandpepper said, yeah, that guy was being dramatic. Still feel terrible. Anyone got hurt, but it was just a cut, luckily. Even still, though, there's a lot of people that are a bit skeptical. I was reading the comments of the post, and several people were not believing him when he says that the girl is okay, and doubting the fact that he was able to get her to a hospital and all that within an hour, because this was apparently an hour after the fact. So yeah, there's a couple speculation going on that he's flat out lying about it. Again, I have no proof, I have no idea. Some people are also doubting if he even has the status of the little girl either. So again, a bunch of speculation though, but ultimately if what he's saying is true, let's say, again, I don't know one way or another, I'm glad and I'm hoping that it isn't as bad as it initially sounded, because it sounded awful. Still, nobody should have gotten hurt in this, and if they were firing back and forth, it's stupid on all ends, but I think his response to it initially was pretty bad, and just it's a really stupid action, and I'm not surprised somebody got really hurt, so he definitely shouldn't have been doing that. He's also gotten banned from Kick as well as a result. I don't know for how long, but there was consequences to this at the end of the day, and rightfully so. But yeah, I mean, regardless, a really just terrible, stupid situation, and I hope the little girl's alright. That's really all that matters at this point. But what do you think about this? All this, it's actually really just a crazy week in terms of viral clips and streamers and what's going on. Several different things. So yeah, a lot to keep track of, but I'll definitely keep you posted on what comes next. But if you like this content and want to see more, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date with the latest videos just like this. And that's the way the muffin crumbles.